Next up, we have the Australian Prudential Regulation Authority, known as APRA. So they are responsible for the prudential supervision and regulation of all deposit-taking institutions, life and general insurance, and superannuation funds. Now, what does prudential mean, you might be wondering? Prudential means the authority to manage and control risks. So what APRA does is they protect the financial interests of depositors, insurance policyholders, and superannuation fund members. In doing so, they promote financial stability more broadly. Let's move on to the next one, which is the Australian Securities and Investments Commission, known as ASIC. ASIC is responsible for market integrity and consumer protection across the financial system and has a role to enforce the law under key legislation such as the Corporations Act. This means that ASIC has the power to protect consumers against misleading or deceptive conduct affecting financial product and services. So their aim is to protect investors and consumers by improving the performance of the financial system. An interesting point to notice here is that in 2009, ASIC became the national regulator for consumer credit such as home loans, personal loans, and credit cards, showing that they are now the main regulator for consumer protection. On to the last one, the Australian Treasury. They are responsible for advising the government on financial stability issues and events and the legislative and regulatory framework underpinning the financial system. They play an important role in the functioning of the Australian financial markets. They are important as they are the main source of economic policy advice to the government. Now, the Treasury can also influence how a government might devise its budgets, collect taxes, allocate expenditure and resources, and regulate markets. So in times of crisis, the Treasury plays an important role. So basically, you need to remember that the Australian Treasury plays an important role as they are responsible for advising the government on financial stability issues. So if anything happens, the Treasury will advise the government on how to act. Okay, now I understand that would have been a lot to take in. Let's revise over our four main financial regulators. So we have Reserve Bank of Australia, APRA, ASIC, and the Australian Treasury. Okay, bye. See you all in class tomorrow.